Hello, beautiful beings. I was just doing my dishes, talking to the ancients about relationships and how if one person is growing and the other one isn't growing, there's no way that that relationship will last. Not if the one that's been growing, not if they want to keep growing. We are taught, I think it's probably just our nature also, to try really hard to make a relationship work. And that takes a lot of compromise. But the lines get very blurry because compromise, after a while, is it compromise or am I not being true to myself? So I admire people that can make relationships work. Yeah, Doozer's being very needy right now. I'll show you. He's very sweet. If I've been in a relationship and I was with that person for years and years and years, and the same stuff would keep coming up when I was PMSing. That's when this stuff, I wouldn't be able to hold it down anymore. That was what the blessing of PMS was in my life. I finally figured that out. It made it impossible for me to hold in what was bothering me. And I noticed over the years that, wait a minute, I'm not just crazy. I'm upset about the same exact thing that I was last month. And so, things like that, things in my life that I thought were such a horrible burden, like PMS, became a way for me to get more clarity on my life and what needed healing. And the more I really addressed what came up every single month, it was the worst when I was married. So once I divorced the girls' dad, they were 6, 5, and 2. I still had really bad PMS because I had so much unhealed trauma inside myself. I feel I brought a lot in from my past life to be healed also. Even though I have had glimpses of past lives, I've had these, what I call almost memories, off and on for years now, and the flash of something, a place comes in, and I get a feeling attached to it. And I feel that some are past life memories and some are previews of coming attractions. So why was I talking about those? I don't know. I don't remember what I was saying. Does it matter? This hardly ever happens anymore either. Usually it just comes right back in. But the way to help it come back in is to do my very best to get out of the way and just listen for the answer and not try to chase any type of answer or let my mind, when I was first learning all this, how to keep the wolves at bay, all the thoughts, it was insanely difficult. But now I just well, with practice, anything gets easy. Anything becomes automatic because it was practice that got us automatically any way that we already have been. So it's practice to undo those things, that that conditioning, and it's practice to recondition. It's like, well, it's like being reborn. It's like being in a car wreck and losing all all function of everything and having to learn it over again. It's like learning, for me, it's like learning Japanese. Ancients, is there anything else we want to talk about? I don't think I ever did remember what I was talking about. No, I don't think there's anything else. The detached feeling continues. I know that I get on here and I talk about my twin soul sometimes. It's quite often that I do, just because he's such a constant in my energy field. But like the water, they used this analogy recently also. The water that runs over a rock in a certain spot, or like swirls in a certain spot on a rock by the river, creates a hole in there, this really cool hole. And if it does it long enough, then it will just keep going, and then it'll come out a different side of the rock, and it's just like this really cool tunnel, and it's all from the water hitting it. And that's what having my twin soul in my energy field, that's what it's doing for me, as far as any useless personal identity goes. If something stays uncomfortable long enough, I find my way out of it. Over the years, it has become a lot less uncomfortable. However, it's still an annoyance. It's like a lot of the sliver is out, but and it's probably a matter of looking at it differently. Also, I'm sure that has so much to do with it. So I really got to watch myself how I talk about it, how I speak negatively about it. It's just this pull on me. I just feel like it's a pull in this area right here, all the way through to my back. It feels like, well, it's where I access presence in my physical form. It's where I automatically go to when I'm turning my attention away from something back to my natural state of presence. Yeah, I'm really all of a sudden pinpointing what does this connection feel like, besides thoughts of him coming in off and on all day and in the middle of the night. See, even the way I say it is with annoyance. So I think I can release a little bit more resistance around it by speaking about our connection more lovingly. Because the way I'm feeling today is like I feel pretty vulnerable when I put myself out there about my desire to be with my twin soul. Well, just being open. I can still feel vulnerable when I do that, and it kind of echoes into the next day, and I found myself feeling angry today, and like, no, F this connection, and I'm absolutely deciding right now that no matter what happens, I'm making a decision that he's out of my life, and fuck this connection, it doesn't matter. I have wanted to be able to just all of a sudden make a decision like that, and be cut loose from this energetic pull that I feel. Connection. It's a beautiful thing, I know it is, and so I'm learning how to see it that way. And so the more I work on that, the less resistance I will be feeling. Acceptance and relaxing into what is the ultimate release of resistance for me. And so I just need to keep practicing at it, and know that when I'm having, when I'm really longing to be united on the physical plane, that's okay too. It's okay for me to express that. It doesn't mean I'm weak. Some of these tarot readers, I will land on once in a while, somebody I don't regularly listen to, and they'll be talking like, where do they say stuff like, the ancients are saying that that is not important. What I was about to say about them. Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're saying it's very trivial. So, okay. So, ancients, is there anything else we would like to talk about? This water is out of the side of a mountain. Yeah, it has filtered all the way down through the whole mountain and comes out a really big white PVC pipe that somebody put in there years ago. It's called Bad Rock Canyon. I always go through there on the way to the river house and fill up my jug and one of these. It's it feels very special to me. It feels very very infused with Native American medicine. And every time I drink this water, I see a mountain lion in my mind. And I look up there too, right before I fill up my jugs. I definitely scan the mountain for mountain lions and bears. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. No tigers. Lions and bears. Oh my. For sure here in Montana. Yeah, it's a real thing. I would rather live somewhere, I don't know why I'm doing this. I would rather live somewhere where I can see the predators really, really well. Well, I mean, mountain lions, they do hide very well. And to look up in the trees, look for a mountain lion is just, oh, it still feels very scary. Yeah, I don't do that very often anymore. I used to do that a lot. And I feel that I was definitely being watched at times. So, I think that's it for now. Yep, that's it. Satsangwithmamaji at gmail.com. We love you so much.